Hey guys, welcome back to Chandler Burton Entertainment, and I hope you are all doing well today. Again, I look like somebody from Survivor because I live in the state of Washington, and right now, let me see if I can find it. It is 106 degrees outside. Now I know some people think like just man up, but you gotta understand Washington never ever gets this hot. So everybody, my neighborhood is like a ghost town right now. There's nobody outside because everyone is just boiling lava hot. So I hope wherever you are, you're staying cool. Hope you're doing well. And I came to the conclusion the other day. I was driving in my car and I realized that 2021 is halfway over. I'm like, that is insane how fast this year is going. It's amazing how much older I get, the faster it goes. I'm gonna be 28 in September, and it's gonna be here before I know it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is absolutely insane. So I thought it'd be really cool to kind of make an interesting video. I am gonna give you my top 5 albums of 2021 so far. At the end of the year, I do plan on doing my top 10 favorite albums of 2021. And honestly, that list may change. I just thought it'd be cool to kind of let you know like what I've been listening to for this first part of 2021. I'll be showing the picture on the screen, and then I'll be giving you my recommended songs to check out from the album if you guys are interested here. Most of them, if you're familiar with the metalcore scene, you're probably going to know what they are. But I thought it'd just be really cool to kind of just let you guys know what I've been jamming, what I've been listening to. And without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite albums so far of 2021. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I am going to go in order. So this is going to be from I enjoy it, so like my least favorite, but then number one's going to be my favorite album so far of 2021. So we're going to start with number 5, and then we'll work our way up from there. So at number 5, I'm going to put Light the Torch, You Will Be the Death of Me. I really, really like Light the Torch. I think the name's kind of funny. My friend absolutely hates the name, and he can't even recommend it to people because he just can't stand the name. It's so funny. But I actually really do like the Torch. I have their first CD, Revival, which I really enjoyed. They were Devil You Know for a couple of years, but I guess something happened with the name. They had to change it. But they also changed their sound a little bit. Devil You Know is kind of more... It had some metalcore elements, but it was definitely heavier than what Howard Jones... at least I know from his Killswitch Engage days. And Revival was kind of more of like a metalcore rock type of album, which I really enjoyed. You Will Be the Death of Me is no different. It's a really good album from start to finish. There is no crazy things about it. There is no... any twists and turns in it. It's just a really solid metalcore album through and through, and I think it's really, really good. It just dropped a couple of days ago, and this is an album I was looking forward to here, and I really, really enjoyed it. I was going to do a reaction video to it, but I was like, I can't wait any longer. I have to listen to it, so... Sorry about that. I can't give a reaction video if I already heard the songs. But I really like the album a lot. I think it's super awesome. Howard, it's like 50 years old, and he's still singing like an angel. I'm like, dude, you are really, really good. So the 3 songs that I would recommend from You Will Be the Death of Me are Let Me Fall Apart, Wilting the Light, and I Hate Myself. Those are my top 3 songs off that album. Whole album is great, but those 3 songs really stuck out to me. Alright, so at number 4, I'm going to put While She Sleeps with their album Sleep Society. I was actually really late to the party when it comes to While She Sleeps. Everybody that was, in my friend group, they're like, dude, you like metalcore, but you don't listen to While She Sleeps, dude? What is wrong with you? I'm like, okay, I'll check them out. And you know what? I'm really glad I did, because this band is awesome. Their newest album is actually probably my favorite from theirs, because I'm more familiar with it than their other stuff. I've actually made a playlist on Apple Music of all the stuff that they've put out, and I've listened to all their albums, but there's something about Sleep Society that just really hits home with me. It is just bouncy, it's aggressive, it is the definition of like good metalcore music in my opinion. I listen to it often. I've actually done 2 reactions to them. I did Know Your Worth, and I did No Defeat for the Brave. So I was like, man, these are some really good songs. I really enjoy it here. And actually, the songs I would recommend you guys checking out here, my top 3 favorites are Know Your Worth, Somebody in parentheses, the title track, Sleep Society, super cool breakdown at the end of that. It is just gnarly. It is so cool. And then No Defeat for the Brave. Those 3 songs to me are constantly playing when I go on a walk or I'm just doing stuff around the house. that song, those songs are constantly on. They're on my playlist like all the time. So again, number 4, While She Sleeps, Sleep Society. Great, great metalcore album. All right, so at number 3, I gotta get my list pulled up here, even though you can't see my list. We are going to put probably the heaviest one on the on the list here. It's going to be Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood. I am definitely more of a metalcore guy, but there are the occasion where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put on some heavy music, and Brand of Sacrifice is in that rotation. I absolutely love this album. It is insanely heavy. It is insanely good. Like, and it's really cool. They kind of went like their own way. They're kind of like a independent band now, and this album has done wonders for them. I've been like following them on their Instagram and social medias and stuff, and I'm like, I'm really happy that people are enjoying this band. Like, it's super heavy, but man, I'm glad it's doing well for him here. I mean, it's just relentlessly heavy. I just can't get over it. When I first heard Demon King, I haven't been that shocked from a song since Demolisher by Slaughter to Prevail. That's not a joke. I was blown away by Demon King. Sometimes just deathcore, it's got to hit right. That's what she said, but it's really got to hit right. And honestly, Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, not only hits right, it hits so good. It is so freaking good. The 3 songs I'd recommend from that album: Demon King, Prophecy of the Falcon, and the title track, Lifeblood. Seriously, it is an amazing album. Definitely check it out. If you're a fan of heavy music, you will not be disappointed. All right, so coming in at number 2, just got released the same day as You Will Be the Death of Me, the Light the Torch album, is going to be Beartooth Below. I have been amped for this album forever. I mean, it's been 3 years in the making, because Disease was such a good album. Aggressive is my favorite album by them, like, as of right now. Below is probably going to take that spot, but Aggressive is seriously such a great album. But Below was everything I wanted in a Beartooth album. There are parts of it that remind me of their album Disgusting, which I thought was really, some of the choruses, I'm like, wow, this is like amazing. There's one song, I believe it's called The Answer, I've only listened to the album a few times, that sounds like In Between. I'm just like, dude, this is incredible. Like, they blended what they've done with being new, and I really, really like the album a lot. Caleb said that this album's going to go in more of like a metal direction. What I thought he meant was more of like metalcore, but I think he was really referring to like older types of metal. I've heard influences on there from like Iron Maiden, Metallica, even a little bit of Pantera. I've even heard influences on this album from like Green Day. There's so many influences on this album, and you can hear it too, and I think it's really, really cool. I think it's absolutely awesome. This seriously was almost my number 1. There is one album that seriously blew me away that it's going to be number 1 for me probably the rest of the year. But Beartooth Below almost made it number 1. It's super good. The songs I would recommend from that album, my personal favorite, are Skin. I've been listening to that song nonstop. Such a catchy chorus. No Return, which has a Breaking Benjamin type of feel to it, so definitely check it out. And then the song I Won't Give It Up. There is a surprising, awesome breakdown bridge part of the song that totally blew me away. Like, seriously, it is amazing. It's super catchy, and then that part hits, you're like, whoa. It is awesome. It is so good. It puts me in the best mood, dude. So, number 2, Beartooth Below. It just came out. Please stream it. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. It is awesome. All right, so at number 1, again, it was going to be Beartooth because I'm more familiar with Beartooth, and they're one of my favorite bands. But this album, my number 1 album as of right now, which is probably going to stay my number 1 album when I make my top 10, has blown me away to the point where I listen to it so often that even my parents and a lot of my friends know what songs I'm talking about. And that is going to be Era's self-titled album. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Era's been around since I was like in high school, so I've known about this band for a while. My buddy Kyle was a big fan of them back in the day. I have listened to Era's older stuff. Okay, I've listened to everything like Augmented and all their EPs. I've listened to all of it. Not too familiar with it. I really started liking them when JT joined the band because I think JT is one of the best vocalists in the game. I love the way his vocals sounds. They're aggressive. You can understand them. I just really like the way he sounds when he screams. And so Drift really caught my attention. I was like, this is a really good album. And then Neon, I love Neon, except the production value on it's a little bit weird. I know, I think the band even mentioned that, saying like the production wasn't great. Not everybody was in a right headspace, and that album came out, and I'm sorry that they were going through whatever they were going through, but man, Neon was so good. I was like, there's no way they can top this. I remember when Era released Snowblood, and I was like, I'm actually excited to check this out, and it blew me away of how good it was. I don't know what changed about that, but I was so blown away. That was like my #1 song forever in like 2020. It's like all I listened to was Snowblood, and they kept releasing single after single, and it kept getting better and better and better. And I was like, this album is shaping up to be probably one of the best. And it finally dropped back in March, and it is seriously like one of my favorite metalcore albums of all time. It's only been out for a couple of months, but I can honestly say it from the bottom of my heart. Era's self-titled is one of the best things that ever happened in metalcore music. Everything about it is great. I listen to it all the time. It's just perfect. It's literally a 10 out of 10. Production, the songwriting, the riffs, everything about it is so great. I can't praise this album enough. If you're a metalcore fan, you need to check out this album. More people need to check out Era's self-titled. It's so good. I know I can only recommend 3 songs because that's kind of my little rule here. I would recommend the entire... It's an album I can listen to start to finish, but my top 3 is GUNGRAVE. GUNGRAVE is my favorite. VANISH Canvas, which is a beautiful song, and then Scorpion Hymn. Super heavy, awesome riffs. Oh, it's so good. It's so freaking good. I'm probably going to listen to it after this video. It's that good. But #1 is going to be Era's self-titled. Incredible album. One of the best I've heard in years. Alright, so those are my top 5 albums so far in 2021. Again, I do plan on making another top 10 list near the end of the year, probably sometime in December. Give you my top 10 albums of 2021. I'm pretty sure Era is going to stay on top. So you probably already know my #1. That might change. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to be hard to top that album for me, dude. It's so good. But let me know down below, what are some of your favorite albums so far of 2021? I don't mind the genre, whatever you've been jamming lately. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you're jamming. Like, I've been jamming Miley Cyrus's new... Like, it came out last year, but I've been jamming Plastic Hearts. And you know what? I'm not going to knock it. I dig it. I think it's really cool. So again, I don't mind the genre. Let me know what you're listening to. I love to see what's been on your list this year, or just music that you listen to in general. And if you do like what you see, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button. It does go a long way. But again, this has been Chandler Burton Entertainment. Until next time, I hope you all take care.